Now, how many of you have this myth that AI is going to take away my job? So the one thing I want to tell you is that AI is a job creator. It's not a replacement. Let me bust this myth that it's not going to take away your job at all. You will transform, you will learn new skills, and you will get into a new market. But please don't get afraid that it is going to take away your job. You may be doing something better for your life, but it's going to be really, really worth it. So this is exactly the time when computer was introduced. Every person has the same feeling that if computer has come in, now we cannot use paper anymore, we cannot use books, the computer is here and it's going to take away my job. But that didn't happen. The people who were working on the paper, they used to use paper and the books, it got transformed into electronic. And now AI shift is again the same thing. We all are going to build our skills and we're going to transfer our skills to be in AI field. Okay. So now let me ask this question. According to you, what is AI? Now, in one word, what do you think? What is AI? Artificial intelligence, right? But still, what is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? It's a tool. What is this artificial intelligence all about? How do we, what are we going to do about this artificial intelligence? The simple understanding of artificial intelligence is that simulating, it is simulating the human intelligence. Okay. The best way to understand artificial intelligence is that it is a simulation of human intelligence. So today, what human can do, we are trying our best to get the same job done by the machine. Okay. So what human can do, that is that we want to get that same work done by machines. Okay. So that is artificial intelligence. Now, to understand artificial intelligence, what is the most important things when we are learning mathematics, right? When we learn mathematics, what is the most important thing, according to artificial intelligence? If you remember, like when you used to learn mathematics. So the concept behind mathematics is probability. If you might have remember probability and statistics. If I tell you honestly, what is this artificial intelligence all about? It is only about probability and statistics. Okay, let me explain you. Let me give you some idea about it. So let's imagine that, you know, probability is all about whether the thing is going to happen or whether the thing is not gonna happen. Okay. Probability is whether this will happen or whether this will not happen, right? Maybe yes or no. This is also a probability. Okay. Let's say if I throw a dice, okay. So probability of getting six is there, right? That there's a chance that I'll get six or I'll get one or I'll get two number on it, right? Probability of getting six is like 1/6. I'm getting a little technical over here, but what I'm trying to tell you here is probability is all about whether this will happen or this will not happen. Now, interestingly, the entire artificial intelligence is based on this probability. Let me give you some example. Whether this team will win or not. Let's say if you're asking a machine, let's say if you're asking a computer whether Liverpool will win today or not, right? That is the probability, yes or no. So what your computer is trying to do, your computer is trying to predict whether it is yes, the Liverpool will win, or whether it will not win. So the complete artificial intelligence runs behind the mechanism of probability whether this will happen or not. Okay, let me give you one more example. Let me give you one more example. All the Apple users, have you ever used Siri? Or have you ever used Alexa, or maybe Google? There's like a device. So when you tell your Alexa or your Siri that call, call my mom, okay? So what is happening? Your device, your phone, your computer, your device is basically predicting that either this is asking me to call, uh, you know, call mom, or it is not. Simple as that. So it is trying to understand this, trying, your machine is trying to understand this, and then trying to take a decision whether I should call the mom or I should not call, right? So this is what is all about. It's all about probability. Now, the next thing, probability can tell you yes or no, right? Probability is all about chances. Okay, probability is all about chances. But how these chances will improve? Let me ask you this question. How these chances will improve? How these chances will improve? How can I improve my chances here of yes or no? Absolutely. The chances always gets improvised with the help of data. Always remember data. So your data will increase your chances. Your decision will be stronger because of the data. Okay. Now, data, the main problem is it's not about just data. Putting your data on the graphs is very important. And this is achieved with the help of what? Statistics. See, it's not about just data. Please understand here. I have millions of records of data. Will it be helpful if I have millions of data lying in my laptop? Will it be helpful, or should I do should I create a proper statistics graph with the help of proper analysis, and then my chances will be proper. My results will be more accurate. So how are you basically turning this probability into statistics? It's because of data. Because of you're trying to put data onto graph, and these graphs are helping to basically make a very concrete decision whether yes or no. So it's not AI is not just about probability. It's not just about yes or no. AI is about accurate data. It's about accuracy. And how do you achieve accuracy? The accuracy can be achieved only and only with the help of statistics. Let's say that you want to understand whether let's say Liverpool is playing. Liverpool is a Liverpool is playing with let's say Manchester City, okay, or Manchester United. Okay, let's say there is a match going on, and now you want to know whether Liverpool will win or Manchester United will win. So now if AI says that, if I ask AI that whether Liverpool will win or not, so what AI is going to give me an answer? If I am asking which team is going to win, what AI is going to give you the answer? AI will get confused. AI will say there is a chance that Liverpool can win, and there is no chance as well. It's a probability. But now let's say if I do this, if I give this data of 10 years to AI, okay, if I give this 10 years of data to AI, can now AI tell me the more accurate data? If I give 10 years of data to AI, and then I ask whether Liverpool will win today or not, what will happen? AI will be able to give me yes or no. AI will able to give me yes, Liverpool will win, because the data showed that when Liverpool actually played uh, against Manchester United, the possibility of winning the match is more. I'm just taking an example, everyone. Okay, I know there are a lot of, a lot of fans over here, but I'm just taking an example over here that if I, based on probability, if I simply ask AI whether Liverpool will win or Manchester will win, it will not be able to help me. It will not be able to tell me. But if I give 10 years of data to AI, now AI can tell me whether Liverpool will win or Manchester United will win. That with the help of 10 years of data, AI will be able to predict whether Manchester United will win or Liverpool will win, right? Absolutely. So this is important. Most of us, we don't understand what's actually going in the background. We always talk about AI, but do we actually think that what is actually going on under probability and statistics? What is going on behind the scenes, you know? So this is the major things what we learn, inside artificial intelligence. If we want to go in the back end, then probability and statistics actually is a very important concept. So now let me tell you something. Whenever basically we talk about, you know, uh, AI, right? There is one thing which actually, which actually comes once. Okay, one moment. Let me write something here. Probability and statistics. So behind like it's not easy for each one of us to learn probability and statistics. We are not the researchers. We are a normal people where we don't know probability and statistics and we cannot create those graphs manually. That is not possible. So there is something which is very, you can learn it real fast, and that is machine learning. Okay. Now this, what is this machine learning all about? Like a lot of people talk about this, machine learning, machine learning. Have you ever heard about this term called machine learning? Is there anyone who ever, came across this term called machine learning? See, machine learning is the capability of AI, of artificial intelligence, to teach machines, to teach machines to be humans. Okay. Okay. What is this machine learning? Machine learning is the capability of artificial intelligence to teach machine or a device to be humans or to mimic human. So now, if your Siri is able to respond to you, who actually trained Siri? It's the machine learning. Or chat gpt. Whenever you use chat gpt, what is actually teaching chat gpt servers? It's machine learning. Okay. So machine learning is the capability of AI to teach the machines to be humans as much as possible. What is machine learning? Machine learning is to teach machines to be humans, as simple as that. Now, what actually happens, let's say that I have a machine. Okay, let's say this is, let me draw the machine over here. Let's say this is a machine. And now I want to tell this machine, or I want to teach this machine. Let's say I have an image of a cat. Let's say I have a image image of a cat. And now what I want to do is I want this machine to predict, to tell me, after looking at the image of a cat, it has to tell me that this is cat. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just feeding the image of a cat to this machine. Okay. And machine is telling me that this is cat. And then when I am feeding image of a dog, okay, when I'm feeding the image of a dog, so this time what machine is going to tell me? If I'm feeding the image of a dog to a machine, what it is going to tell me? What it is going to tell me? Any guesses? It is going to tell me that this is the dog. As simple. Why? This process, where basically I'm teaching this machine, this particular device, by by supplying these labeled images. Okay, these are labeled images. These are labeled images. Okay, so I'm basically inputting, this is my inputs. Image of a cat is one input, then image of a dog is another input. Now I'm teaching this machine with a labeled image, that this image is the cat, image of a dog, image of a cat. Let's say that I am trying to teach this machine. So I'm feeding image of a cat, and I'm telling this machine that this is cat. And then the next time I'm feeding image of a dog and I'm labeling it with dog. When I'm sending this particular data, when I'm sending this particular data to the machine, okay, now machine is able to learn that this is cat and this is dog. Now next time, because now my machine has learned already, because of this data what I have fed last time. Now next time, when I'm feeding the image of cat again, when I'm feeding the image of cat again, what my machine is going to answer? Because my learning is completed. And I'm as a test run, I am feeding an image of a cat again to this machine. What is the output it is going to give me? It is going to tell me that it is the cat. This is the output we will receive. Okay, let me tell you once again. I have a data set I have prepared. This is my machine. Okay, this is my machine, and I have prepared, this is my input data set. What is this? This is my input data set. I am teaching this machine that here is the image of cat and I'm labeling it with cat. And I am, again, another data is image of a dog, and I'm labeling it with dog. So these are the labels, and these are the images. When I'm entering this data into the machine, okay, I'm inputting this data set into the machine. My machine is able to learn. Okay. So next time, as a test run, when I'm inputting the image of cat, what is the output it is going to give me? Yes, cat. Okay. If I input image of of a tiger, okay, what is the output I'm going to get? The output would be cat, because this machine will try to relate with nearest matches. Are you getting my point? Because my input data set had cat and dog only. Okay. So when I basically sent the image again to a machine, it started thinking whether it matches to cat or a dog. So the most relatable is cat. So it predicted cat. This is machine learning. And this is actually machine learning. I know how many of you are looking at it very first time, but this is machine learning. Next time, when somebody tell you machine learning, now you can relate what machine learning is all about. Now, the important thing here is this particular machine learning type, because there are various types of machine learning. Okay. There's various type of machine learning. This is supervised learning. This is supervised learning. Okay. Why are we calling it supervised learning? Any guesses? We are calling it supervised learning because we are sending the labels with it. Because of the labels, this is supervised learning. Are you getting my point? So whenever we are sending the information, the enough information to machine, okay, whenever we are sending the enough information to the machine, it is our supervised learning. Okay. Now let's imagine that let's imagine that if I remove these labels, okay, if I remove these labels, then that is your unsupervised learning. when machine learns itself, when machine learns with the incidents. Are you getting my point? That is unsupervised learning. So this is a second type of machine learning. The first type is supervised learning and the other type is unsupervised learning. Okay? And let me ask you one important question. Why this example is supervised learning? This is a question to everyone. Why this example, what the example I gave you, this is, supervised, like this is, like, because the labels are there. Okay. The labels are there. Now, let me go on, before I actually go to the next part of it, let me tell you the example of unsupervised learning. Now, let's look at the unsupervised learning. And this is an interesting example I'm going to give you, which you guys, I think, can relate. Now, in the cybersecurity space, okay, in the cybersecurity space, let's say this is my machine. Okay, here is my machine. And I am basically getting so many different types of alerts because what happens, right? Like in from the network, let's say I'm getting one network feed, then other network feed, then other network feed. Then I'm getting basically a lot of different communication in the network. Okay. Now some are, let's say this is actually from the manager. This is from my colleague. Okay. This is from my another manager. This is from my another colleague, right? But all of a sudden, we started seeing that, there is unknown anonymous person, can it can be hacker, is trying to send some communications, some wrong kind of attacks, right? Now here, what your machine is doing, your machine is basically capable of learning its own. Basically, it is drawing a pattern that manager is sending the alerts like 5 minutes, like in 1 hour, like once in 1 hour. Your colleague is sending it, let's say, very rarely, to like every 5 minutes. But hacker is trying to send almost thousands of communication alerts. Okay, that these alerts are coming, thousands of alerts per second. Now, will your machine be able to detect it or not? This is the example of unsupervised learning, because now your machine actually detected that there is something which is not happening according to pattern, you know. So in unsupervised learning, your machine is learning based on the patterns, and that pattern, it basically try to find out, okay, there's something which is fishy over here. So your machine is smart enough to find out that, okay, this is not something a manager or colleague is going to do that, or maybe a team member will do it. This is something which is not right, and this is coming from not from the related IP address. And this is the example of unsupervised learning, that your machine is able to detect what is actually happening, and sometimes we call it as anomaly detection. Okay, so anomaly detection is one of the example of unsupervised learning. So you see here, in unsupervised learning, we don't need to label the alerts. We are not labeling the alerts. Your machine is capable enough to understand there is something fishy going on. Are you getting my point? Machine is receiving regular alerts. Okay, machine is receiving regular alerts. This is like a common alerts. But all of a sudden, your machine starts receiving thousands of alerts per second. And that is not normal. That is not normal as per the pattern. So what this machine will do? Machine will automatically block this complete access. And this is only possible when your machine is basically an AI machine which is able to detect that something has gone wrong. Sounds good, everyone? Are you able to understand the supervised learning and unsupervised learning? Are you able to understand? Great. There is the third type of machine learning, that is the reinforcement learning. Okay. So reinforcement learning is basically where environment or an agent like agent or external environment is teaching your machine. And when this is happening, your machine is learning with the help of an agent. There can be various examples, like you're basically feeding multiple types of shapes, and your agent is, correcting your machine. Your let's say if your machine is detecting cat, and though it was tiger, so your agent is correcting it. So when another human is involved to correct your machine, that is your reinforcement learning. So in many cases, reinforcement learning is also one of the good example, but mostly what we have seen that supervised learning and unsupervised learning are considered to be the most important, most important types of machine learning. And you know what? Inside these types, lot of algorithms, basically they come inside these uh, types. So machine learning has multiple algorithms. So when you attend the 3 months program, at that point of time, you go through multiple algorithms. So some of the algorithms, they belong to supervised learning, and some of the algorithms, they belong to unsupervised learning. So depending on the requirement, you use the algorithm, and that is something what you can learn later probably. But I'm just telling you that when somebody tells you machine learning algorithms, those algorithms, either they can come under supervised learning or they can come under unsupervised learning. Okay, sounds good, everyone? Are we good till here? Please, I need responses from everyone, because we are starting with something which is again gonna be an important one for all of you. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, just a moment, everyone. So over here, the main question is, uh, Naman, I mean, you can ask me this question, or let me ask you if you have this question already. What's the difference between AI, machine learning, and data science? How many of you have this question, or have you heard these terms earlier in the past? Like, have you heard these terms? AI, machine learning, data science. Um, so somebody is asking about deep learning. So you can forget about deep learning right now. I'll tell you about deep learning. It's just a subfield of machine learning only. So I'll tell you deep learning later on. Forget about deep learning right now. Okay. How many of you have this question that what is the difference between AI, machine learning, and data science? A lot of people, they ask me this question. I think at least once in a day I get this question from the students that, Naman, I'm struggling to understand what is the difference between these three things. It all seems simple. It all seems same, right? How many of you think that this is all same? Like AI is equal to machine learning is equal to data science. How many of you think that this is all same? Okay. So can I go in depth and can I tell you that how these things are different and how these things are helping each other? Okay. Okay. Let me tell you. First of all, these are related. So Nikita over here has answered the question already. These things are not different than each other. It's basically related. Okay. It's related. I'll explain you how. Okay. So these are related, but these are not same. AI has its own meaning, machine learning has its own meaning, and data science has its own meaning. Okay. So now let me draw a few things. I told you that artificial intelligence is something which simulates human intelligence or human actions. Okay. Artificial intelligence simulates the human intelligence. That's what I told everyone. Right. Now we'll see it how it happens. With the help of this diagram, you will understand how AI, machine learning, and data science are different. That's number one. And number two, how basically AI is able to take like a human actions. Okay, let's imagine that this bigger box is nothing but your artificial intelligence. Okay, this bigger box is nothing but your artificial intelligence. Now, over here, and now I'm going to draw a- another box, and this box is nothing but your data science. Okay, so you can imagine that there is some relation between artificial intelligence and data science. I'm sticking to my statement again. Artificial intelligence is just the simulation of human intelligence. AI is just a simulation of human intelligence. But what is the data science? See, data science is the group of, you can say it's a group of data collection, okay, data analysis, data reporting, data visualization. So all the things which are related to data actually comes under data science. Okay. Okay. Let me ask this question. Are you able to understand the difference between artificial intelligence and data science? Data's artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence, and that's all. It means that you are telling the machine to do something what human can do. That is your artificial intelligence. Okay. But what is data science? All the work which is related to data, whether it is data transformation, whether it is data analysis, data reporting, data visualization, data collection, all these things are part of what? Data science. Are you please everyone, because we are getting into depth now and I want everyone's attention here. So in artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence and data science is everything related to data. That's as simple as that. But there is, you see over here that these two boxes are overlapping. These two boxes are overlapping. And what is this overlapping all about? This overlapping is nothing but your machine learning. Okay. So now what machine learning is doing over here? Machine learning is taking the data from data science and giving it to artificial intelligence to simulate human intelligence. Are you able to understand now? So what machine learning is doing? Machine learning is taking the data from data science, because data science is all about data. It is taking the data because without data, machine learning is nothing. And the output of machine learning is going where? To artificial intelligence. Is everyone clear here? Are you able to understand the difference between data science, AI, and machine learning? Is is there anyone else who is basically confused? Because I'm gonna go in depth. Whatever I'm saying, I'm gonna go in depth, and you guys, I promise you guys are gonna enjoy this a lot. Okay, let's go in depth. So when I told you guys that data science is all about data, data science is all about what? Data. Okay, data science is all about data. What actually happens, right? When machine learning collects data from here, and it basically, with the help of machine learning, you create data sets. You create what? Data sets. Okay. So basically machine learning is taking all the data and creating data sets for learning perspective. And after that, machine learning helps in prediction. Machine learning is helping in prediction. So what is happening over here? Let me tell you, just give me 1 second. Data science is basically maintaining all the data. That's number one. Machine learning is basically creating the data sets. And these data sets, when you apply the algorithm of machine learning on these data sets, it helps you to predict. It helps you to do the prediction. And then what's happening? Then And then from this prediction, artificial intelligence take the actions. Artificial intelligence take the actions. Okay. Artificial, because something has been predicted. So now artificial intelligence is taking the action. Now, with the help of this data sets, you can also use something. You can also do something. Can anyone tell me what you can do with the data set? You can basically you can create the insight, insight, insightful reports. I will again explain this. I know I'm getting a bit technical. And then from these insightful reports also, you can basically take some actions, or you can ask artificial intelligence to take some actions. Okay. Now let me explain this again to every one of you. So here we have the data. Data science is basically grouping all the data collection. It is basically collecting the data and analyzing the data. Now, what we apply machine learning on this data, and we created this data set. With the help of this data set, you can predict what's going to happen. Okay. So machine learning has the capability to teach machine to predict whether yes or no. Okay. So prediction. And with the same data set, because now data is clubbed, data is improved, you have transformed the data. Now you can also create the insightful reports out of those data set. Now, when the reports are there, when the prediction are there, what is the next step now? Let's take the action. Let's take the action. So artificial intelligence, which is a simulation of human intelligence, can now take the action. So artificial intelligence has a capability to take the actions. Sounds good, everyone? Okay, I know it's technical, but I'm trying to make it clear as much as possible. Are we good till here? Are you able to understand? Data science is responsible to keep the data. Machine learning has a capability of prediction and data setting, which means creating a group, understanding the data. So understanding the data is happening over here with the help of data sets, because data sets, data visualization and data reporting can create some insightful reports. And with the help of insightful reports and the prediction, artificial intelligence can help you to take some actions. Okay. So over here, if I label it, so it's going to be the data transformation, what's happening over here. Okay. And over here, if the insightful reports are out, then human human decisions can be taken based on the insightful reports. And with the help of prediction, the automated decisions can be taken. Automated decisions can be taken, because prediction, with the help of prediction, you can take the automated decisions. But with the help of reports, human can tell, or your manager can say, hey, this is some problem, take some action. So in case of, okay, remember, okay, let me take this example of that cybersecurity anomaly detection, what I take. So data is coming over here, a lot of data is coming over here. With the help of machine learning, data sets are created. Now, if prediction says that there is a hacker trying to hack the system, so automated decision is stop that hacker, create the firewall, stop that hacker. And reports is that after 1 week, your manager is saying that from last 1 week there is a hacker trying to hack my system. And that's the human decision taken based on the reports which are created. Sounds good, everyone? Are you able to understand the difference and the responsibility of AI, machine learning, and data science? Can everyone please tell me in the chat box that now this is clear? Please do not disappoint me if any recruiter asks you this question or interviewer asks you this question, and then you come back to me and say, "Hey, Naman, I'm still wondering what is this machine learning, what is this AI and data science?" Sounds good, everyone? Okay. I hope you enjoyed the session till here. We're gonna be having this, we're gonna be having this discussion again, but or you can just you watch the recording. The recording will be made available to everyone on a YouTube channel. But I hope everyone is clear. Can we go to the next part now? Are we good? Okay, I just tried my best to, to simplify as much as possible this time, because this is a confusion everyone has, you know. Okay. Now there are some jobs opportunities which are available in the market. Over here, machine learning engineer is one of the most popular job. If you're able to master algorithms, which comes under supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, then you can basically become machine learning engineer. If you're able to learn data visualization, data analysis, or probably machine learning, then you can easily become data scientist. Okay, data scientist is one of the most popular role in the market today, because whether you talk about driving Tesla car, Siri, chatbots, robots, everything actually is basically triggered with the data science, and data scientists are very important. AI research analyst, if somebody has interest and passion to be in the research department, it can be very helpful. AI product manager, like if you want to work as, if you have a management profile and you want to work into AI, then this is going to be AI product manager. Data engineer, data engineer role is not related to machine learning. It's more related to solving the problem of big data with the help of data transformation, data extraction. So all these things are done by data engineer. Okay, these are two important roles. These are very important roles. Computer vision engineer and NLP engineer. Can somebody give me example of computer vision? Can somebody tell me the example of computer vision? Anyone, like you guys have seen computer vision in your, in your area, object detection. Okay. Tesla, that self-driving capability of Tesla, that is with the help of computer vision. Okay, image detection, or your phone, whenever you unlock your phone is able to detect you, right? So I'm sure that you all use that phone, right, which can detect you. So if you're using that phone, that is computer vision, because your phone is able to visually see it and find you. Then NLP engineer. NLP stands for natural language processing. Okay. Today, machine cannot understand English. Okay. Let's say if I talk to laptop, I can talk to my friend, but I cannot talk to my laptop. But if I want to talk to my laptop, then NLP is important, because NLP gives my laptop a capability to understand English or a different language. So all the Siri, Alexa, or maybe your Google boxes, they can understand you. If you say that, hey, play a song, and you or Siri is able to play the song. Or if you want to call your girlfriend, or if you want to call your mother, NLP is helping your machine to understand it. Okay. So that's, if you want to work into NLP, that's NLP engineer. Okay, so these are the career and job opportunities available in AI. So anyone who wants to build capability, it's quite possible. You just have to master your machine learning capabilities as much as possible, and it's quite easy to get into AI space.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.